I'm Edward of Champagne. I wrote the book on Dom Pérignon, so it makes me the world #1 authority when it comes to Dom Pérignon. I will teach you the soul of Dom Pérignon. First of all, start with the youngest vintage of 2015. Drink that just as a baseline so you understand what Dom Pérignon is not. It's not always the youngest vintage. People drink the champagne way too young, but good news, you don't need to wait long. Just drink the 2013 as a comparison. Then you understand what is Dom Pérignon. So just second youngest vintage. Whenever you're on a wine list, drink the second youngest vintage. Simple as that. And now we get to the interesting parts, because Dom Pérignon is not just something what you do this, don't do that. It is an absolute masterpiece of a wine. So when you have had the 13, now go and have the 2003, and then you have the 2009, because both of those vintages are off vintages, and that will teach you how magnificent Chef Roy is, and he trained the current chef de cave Vincent Chaperon, so you'll understand those are complicated, difficult vintages. So drink the 2003 and then the 2009. The 2009 is a fatty vintage. It's something very good for gastronomic purposes, but very untypical Dom Pérignon. And before that, they never did vintages like this. It's just now, they are like I don't know how to even explain. Then when you have had those, it is time to have the 2012. Oh my gosh. From drinking absolutely everything as a young vintage since the 95, this is the one that I get chills, like I'm on goosebumps. It is a magnificent masterpiece of a wine, and the best thing, it's one of the best vintages of the modern era, and it is approachable young. That is amazing. So it's, for me, it's 97 points. I never give young wines like that, but this one deserves it. Although now when you drink, it is just the last time before it goes to sleep, and then it wakes again, but hurry up and drink it still. You'll get my point. And then you drink the 2008 and you compare these two notes. What is that? Because everybody's hyping 2008, everybody's hyping. Everybody is wrong. Wrong. Yes, the vintage is superb, but it's not yet time to drink it. I've been following that one since it was launched, and it's still not yet reached the first peak, where example 2012 is. So drink the 12, then you understand these. And now it is time for the actual adventures to start. Now you will go and drink the 95 Dom Pérignon. Then you understand what age that. It is 30 years now. It is in this magnificent peak of champagne. It's already transferred a bit to the mature side, but also fresh and young. And make sure you know about bottle conditions when you're entering these over 25-year-old champagnes. And don't buy them from random internet auctions unless you've seen my masterclass on bottle conditions, because then you know what you're buying and you make less mistakes and you save money, and your soul and your face and your friends won't hate you for serving bad champagne. So yes, so now what do we do next? Yes, then you are ready, my friend, to taste the P2. Yes. And now we're in 2025. So now I would encourage you to taste the 2004. Or you can taste the 2006, but it's not yet quite ready to drink. So taste the 2004. The P2 is aged just 7 years more on lees, usually it depends, than Discords. So it's like the simplest way to describe it's like on steroids. The extra time on lees just highlights the flavors of Dom Pérignon. You have the vanilla, the lemon, the coffee. Everything is on a different level of elegance, and the power that it strikes, it is just magnificent. It is a champagne that is worthy. You will go having a 96 to 98 point experience from a young, fresh wine that there is already quantities that you can also purchase, so you have a steady flow of quality. That is my favorite wine in the whole wide world, is the P2, but I only drink it around 4 or 5 times a year, and then I drink it more. But regardless, don't drink it too often because it loses meaning. Drink everything else, also the Brut Reserves from each houses. And now, when you have had these, now you will taste the P2 2003 and compare that as you have had now the previous experience on the 2003, how more elegant it is. This is the way, this is how you will understand the house of Dom Pérignon. And then now you are pretty much ready to dive in deeper. If you want to have something of a once in a lifetime, absolute amazing experience, then you will go and drink the 1982 vintage. You can have it as a blog, then you will be having a 1908 point experience in the points scale. And then also check out how I give points, because I've given 3 wines 100 points in my life, so it's no nonsense bullshit. None of this internet critic points. My points reflect how the wine tastes at the current moment. No, and future predictions are different. And if you want to even level up from there, have it as a rosé, and then you will have a 99-point experience. This is Dom Pérignon in a nutshell, how to understand it, what to drink to understand what is Dom Pérignon. Unless you have done this, you do not have a right to have an opinion on Dom Pérignon. It is that simple. Otherwise, you don't understand. You're one of those yappers on internet. Don't be those. Be the ones who speak from experience. So taste, drink Dom Pérignon. And as a bonus, we can talk about P3s. You can also, after have completed this, you can go for the P3s. Those are a bit hefty on the price tag, but and I am like not sure if it's worth the price. It depends. The whole wine is made as an ultra luxury item, so it's for the people who like, it's the same as I would spend 10 euros or even 2 euros for the people. They don't, it doesn't matter, but also it's quite hefty as a price. But at once in your life you need to taste the P3 also. So and there I would suggest taste the second youngest vintage always. That is something you take away from this. And if you like these, this is what I do for wines. I crack them open, I introduce them like this, so you understand. This is what I do on my masterclass. So check the links in the description and join there and find out these. I post one of these per a week on my masterclass to discover. Next one is Crystal. After that, I don't know. You can also suggest, and I will take suggestions, write them, and teach you what it is you need to taste on a wine or a house to understand it fully. Because if you just go blindly trying to taste something here and there, you will be lost, as I was. But now I'm no lost no more. I have experience gained by drinking. And I even grow a beard to not look like a child, so you would believe me. So now, please do believe me. And also buy the book.